welcome to Cook for Fun TV. Today is Sunday, December 10, 2017. The time's approximately 9:35 a.m. in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, and we're broadcasting to you live from the Greater Toronto area of Ontario, Canada. Today's menu, by viewers' requests, is German Spatzle. And we're also making a bunch of chocolate chip white cakes to deliver to wonderful people tomorrow. So let's get started. Good morning, Gunsmith, and how are you? Yeah, I know that you are enjoying your retirement and planning all sorts of travels and experience lots of good food. So great to see you again. Yeah, and I apologize for the late start this morning. I saw a deal online. It's almost like a Kijiji site. Just fixing a connection there with the power outlet for some secondhand Christmas ornaments. A lot of them. 16 different boxes of some new and used ones, so I just needed to do a bit of communication with a vendor to get that sorted out. Yeah, oh, thank you. This is I guess it's a fuchsia, but thank you. Yeah, and I'm gonna wear it tomorrow too when I go deliver these cakes. I'm going to deliver these cakes to a few people that I'm in touch with. So I've got here quite a number of, they're actually bread loaf pans that I'm going to fill with cake batter and bake them all at once. All right, so we're going to make the batter for the cake, and while the cake is baking, we're going to make a German dumpling recipe called German Spatzle. And this is quite different from Oriental dumplings in that they're not filled. They're more of a pasta that is flavored with a nutmeg and a bit of white pepper. And they are boiled into these little squiggly shapes that we get from just passing it through a grater before it drops into the water, the pasta batter. In our case, we're using the holes in a steaming rack to get the shapes. Yeah. And then we're going to serve it with bacon because bacon's really, really good. You want a cake mailed to you? I find the concept of mailing perishables is interesting. There is a famous smoked meat shop in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, called Schwartz, and it's supposed to be Celine Dion's favorite smoked meat shop as well. I went there and I actually saw the people in the shop packaging them up to ship, and they vacuum seal them. I don't know what they do, but I just find that really strange to receive a meat in the mail that's come from so far, and just eat it like it's yeah, I haven't actually tried that. I've had beef jerky and meat jerky, but I don't know if it's the same concept, but it just seems it seems different to me. You had friend mail me cookies before. My dad and brother-in-law ate all the cookies before I got home. Oh no, that happened to me, something similar. They weren't mailed to me, but a friend of mine, she found out last minute it was my birthday. And this was around 15 years ago. And she likes to cook as well. And she baked some cookies for me. She brought them, and I shared them with other friends that were there. And I think I brought home like 3 or 4 cookies. And the next morning they were gone. And my dad just said, there were only a couple of cookies. And he was getting mad at me for getting mad at him. So, yes, when people take your food, it's unforgettable. It gets ingrained in the memory when somebody takes your food. Oh, okay, did I spell it wrong? Okay, let me fix that spelling. Because I was... Okay, okay, let's fix that. No wonder there's a red underline to show that there is a typo. There. Is it showing up the correct spelling? Okay. If it's spelled wrong, still let me know. Okay. Okay, let's get started. I'm not as organized as I'm used to. I sort of had a late start. So this is a basic white cake recipe. I've made it 2 times already within the last 3 weeks. I made it, I tried it, and I really liked it. I shared it with my parents who live on the same street as me. And then my mom was blown away, and then I thought I'll make another one. And so this time I'm making a bunch of them for people to give out for the holidays. And yeah, I hope you like it. I actually made steamed version before, after we had the stream where we made the steamed carrot cake, cake mix from box. And we found that steaming it also gave it a nice consistency. It was fluffy, and you don't have to worry about over baking it. But in this case, since we're going to make so many loaves, we're gonna be bread loaves. It's just easier because I have so many of these. We have 7 of these. I don't think we're gonna fill 7. We're probably gonna fill 5 of them. But because we have a lot of these, we can stick them all in the oven at the same time. We're gonna make it more efficient, and whoever's receiving it isn't going to mind that it's in a rectangle shape rather than a circle shape. So it's all good. It's a thought that counts for Christmas. All right. Thanks for verifying that title. Good morning, Kent0456. Oh, and you changed your username color too to yellow. Yeah, that's very nice. So let me check if it's updated now. So you said the update didn't work. Okay. Update. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I think it's updated, but let me know if it's still not updated. I'll go to the channel, and I'll have to mute it so there's no feedback. So I'll just talk while I'm doing this. So it's a very basic recipe that includes flour, sugar, baking powder, vanilla, butter, eggs, and milk. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're up to date. Good. Okay. So I'll get those ingredients out. How do you ship cake without it? And there's all these laws, especially I'm streaming from Canada, and Gunsmith is in the US, in California, unless you're traveling right now. And like to cross customs, there's all this stuff to declare. Yep. Gutton Morgan, what is that? Is that the is that a different dish? Yeah. And what's Guten Tag? I'll look that up later, or you can let me know what that is. Okay, so I'll grab those. They're just to my left, or to your right. Sugar. Some more flour here. Baking powder. Vanilla. This is no name brand. There's no brand on it. It's actually called no name brand. Eggs and flour, or butter. Eggs, butter. Hi, Colonel Guga. Hi, Giuseppe. All right, we're gonna make a mess. Oh, that's good morning in German. That's right, because your mother is German. Yes, and we're doing a German dish and a classic white cake recipe. We're making lots of cake. I have to make sure my math is correct because I'll be multiplying the recipe. I'll grab a pen because I'll have to do some arithmetic. Or a pencil. Okay. All right. Gotta show all the mess on camera. Okay. So if you type exclamation recipe, the recipes for today's cooking will be displayed, and I'm going to multiply the recipe by I think by 4. Yeah. These are not very big. So I think one recipe makes 1.5 of these. I'll just make, I think 4 is good. And yeah, the leftovers, well, we'll ship them. Yeah. Okay. Table size bread. I wish. Yesterday, my family and I, my husband and my parents and I went out for dim sum for lunch, and we walked by a restaurant that was deep frying these dough fritters, quite similar to the churros that we made last weekend, and those were a hit. My husband and my mom really, really enjoyed those. And dough fritters are similar to donuts or even the churros, except they're not seasoned with sugar and cinnamon. They're plain, they're crispy, and you eat them with porridge in the morning. And watching the chefs make it, they made it look so easy. They had a long piece of dough, and they were cutting strips out of it and pulling them and just throwing them into the deep fryer. And the deep fryer was this wok that was this big, filled with oil, and they're just throwing them in. Yeah, they made it look so easy. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna multiply the recipe by 4. That's pretty ambitious, but I think they will get eaten. And sometimes I discover there's other people I have to give it to that I missed on the list. So 1.5 cups of flour, so times 4. I want to, should I use the calculator? Times 4, 1.5 times 4. Half times 4 is 2, so that's 6 cups, okay? So 6 cups of flour, and then half cup of butter times 6. So that's 3 cups of butter. I wonder, am I out of butter? I have 2 cups of butter here. Let me see if I have another one of these. Okay, we're going to have to substitute with a bit of margarine. Okay. And 2 eggs, so times 4, that's 8 eggs. Baking powder, 1 3/4. So I'll just round that up to 2. So 2 times 4, 8. I'll minus 1, yeah, because of like, it's a little bit less. And I know that's correct too. So that's 7 tablespoons of baking powder. I'm going to reduce the sugar by half. I tried that and it was just the right amount of sweetness. If you've ever met, if you meet a lot of Asians, Asians are adverse to very, very sweet desserts. Yeah, especially someone who was raised in Asia. They don't have a tolerance for very, very sweet things. So, including my parents and a lot of people I know. So I'm reducing it by half, and I tried it and it works out to be quite nice. So 1/2 cup of sugar times 4, that's 2 cups of sugar. And I increased the milk by double. The recipe says 1/2 cup of milk for 1 cake. I did that. It turned out so dry when I tried that, so I just increased it by another 1/2 cup, so 1 cup of milk. And the second time I made it was much better. So 4 cups of milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla times 4, that's 8 teaspoons. It is a lot better. Actually, now everything is in whole numbers. So I have 6 cups of flour, 3 cups of butter. I'm going to have to substitute with some Spatzle, which is a margarine that's from Belgium, as Almira taught us. And 8 eggs, 7 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 cups of sugar, 4 cups of milk, 8 teaspoons of vanilla. So I think it should fit in here. Then we'll have I can show you the mixer going too. Yeah. And part of my screen is blocked, so I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, you can see the mixer over here. All right, so we'll start with adding the dry ingredients in here. Actually, we can do the wet. We can do the wet ingredients, mix them up by hand, then add the dry ingredients. Yeah, that'll be easier. Then I don't have to use a separate bowl. Yeah, okay. But we're supposed to firstly cream the, yeah, okay, that's right, the wet ingredients. Cream the butter and the sugar. And this is really, really hard. So I'll just let it mix in the background. All right. My mom actually wanted to give me some frozen butter that she had. But that's okay. I don't have to go over and get it. I can use the margarine to make up for the difference. That's okay. All right. Got 2 cups of butter. Yes, metric is good. A lot of recipes online in English are American, or they're written by an American author, and then it's like it's not metric. So I have to convert quarts to liter and ounces to cups and milliliters. But that's okay. There's a lot of applications to convert. And I'll get approximately, so 3 cups of 1 cup of this. Oh, I'm getting a message from Mr. Koferfun. All right. Okay. Oh, make 1 batch at a time, then you know you have enough room in the bowl. I don't know, I want to be ambitious. I could do all the wet ingredients first. For the flour, the 6 cups of flour, I can actually, yeah, do all the liquids here and then put that, then, yeah, so I'll do that. because I want the mixer to be creaming the butter and the sugar because it's really chunky. It'll be easier that way. Yeah, that works too. But I have this feeling I'm just going to guess because this is 1 cup, so 6. We'll see. Yeah. So we'll start with the wet ingredients, and if I feel like 6 cups can't fit in here, we'll just dump it into another bowl with the 6 cups of flour because then we can just mix it by hand to finish it off. It's the hard part is the butter and the sugar. Okay. And a cup of margarine. Yep. Okay. And I guess I could make it accurate. Sometimes I just eyeball it and guess because it's just easier to do that. So I might do that actually. I can guess. I mean, that looks like half, so. Okay. And I feel like, this is a lot, but I guess since the recipe is being multiplied 4 times, half, am I right? Did I get that right? No. It's supposed to be 2 cups of butter. I got it wrong. I'm multiplying by 4, so half cup of butter times 4 is 2, so I don't need all this margarine. It's right, okay. I didn't need all the margarine, but I'm going to use the margarine to grease the pans, so that's okay. I don't know, my mental math isn't very good. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay. So we'll use the margarine for greasing the pans. Okay. 2 cups of sugar. So I've made this cake recipe twice already, and both times I steamed the cake. This is the first time we'll be baking it. The actual recipe says to bake it. I just changed it up when I made it. And we're baking it because we have so many loaves to bake. So 2 cups of flour. So I have to be careful not to burn these cakes. I'll make sure the timer's on, and yeah, we take them out on time. They bake for 25 to 30 minutes. I think we're also going to share the oven. So 1 cup. We're going to share the oven with a casserole dish of lasagna. Mr. Cook for Fun made that on Friday. We baked one of these dishes yesterday for my niece's birthday, and we made extra, so we have another one. And since we're going to have we're going to have the oven on, and we'll stick that in, so you get to, so you'll get to see that at the end of this stream. I can sample some of that lasagna. It's very, very good. I didn't make the lasagna. Mr. Cook for Fun made that lasagna. It's really, really good. It has pork in it, beef, cottage cheese, because I bought the wrong cheese. I bought cottage instead of ricotta. I read ricotta, but in my mind I thought cottage, so I wrote cottage and I thought cottage cheese. Parmesan, mozzarella, and spinach, and of course canned tomatoes and various herbs and spices. It's really, really good. I didn't make it, he made it. Okay, so we're going to cream the butter, and that's going to take a bit of time while I grease the pans. And I hope it's not super loud because the mic is right beside the mixer. Why don't we just move this back a little bit so that you won't get deaf from the mixer. Okay. Oh yes, with cottage cheese, and also I thought about I thought about what Colonel Guga said about how a lot of Russian pastry dishes and pancakes have cottage cheese mixed in them. So I was thinking if we had leftover, I could try making that. But we actually used it all when Mr. Cook for Fun was layering the lasagna. Like he needed more and more ingredients, so we used it all. But that's sort of, I thought about that too when I was picking it up, that any extra we can use for, I need to put the whisk in. I'm wondering, do you use this for creaming the butter and the sugar, the whisk, or do you use the hook? We have other things too, I'll show you. It comes with the appliance. We've got this and this. I think it's the whisk for creaming. I've used this for dough, for making pizza dough. I've never used this. Okay, let's try the hook. And we can always change it. Yeah, once it starts to break down, we can change it. So I'll swipe that. Yes, Colonel Google. That's okay. I actually like cottage cheese, and I was mentioning in the last stream about how it's often hard to, or 2 streams ago, how it's often hard to use up certain ingredients like pickle juice and a cola, when we made that cola chicken, and also the butter's in the way. That's why I can't get, okay, there. And cottage cheese is one too. I don't use it up. On securely. Okay, I'll just turn it on a low so it's not too noisy. Yeah. Woo! Okay, it took a while to break through the butter. Okay, I'll move these off to the side so you can see better. Okay. Oh, hey, it's a great job. I know you can't see it. It's just breaking it down. Okay. Now I'm going to dry a bunch of these loaf pans and grease them with the margarine. Oh, I'm blocking you. We have 7 of these. I think we'll start with 5. All right. I have a turbo mix machine for creaming. It's sort of the butterfly shape. Oh, is it this? Is that for creaming? It's actually doing a really good job. I don't even think I need the whisk. I'll show you in a second. It's turning into these little crumbly, like cookie pieces. Like cookie crumbs. Yeah, it's doing a really good job. So I'll just dry these up and then cream them and grease them. Hook is for dough. That frame thing is for soft dough. Pancake mix. Ah, okay. Good morning, Nellie G. How are you? Good to see you again. I don't need to dry the bottoms, I guess, but while I'm in the habit of it. So, the last 2 times I made this recipe, I used real vanilla. Now, and it's a smaller bottle, and I know that I won't have enough, so I bought artificial vanilla extract. So I hope the result is still good. Oh yeah, it does. It kind of looks like cream cheese. I'll show you once it's mixed a bit more and after I dry all these. It smells good. The artificial vanilla. These pans. Okay. Actually looks really, really good. So I'll turn it off. Let you see it. I know, I should take the hook off. It's pretty good. I could just scrape around the side and put it in again, just to mix even more. But it looks pretty good. I'll just stick it back in there again and grease the pans while this is going. Okay. All right. I would use this. They're both open. We just open them without finishing one first, so I'm just greasing them. I thought about using parchment paper. But I like greasing them, yeah. I always have. So, when they're finished baking, I'm going to set them, I'm going to separate the cake from the sides of the pan and just gently like shake them out. And then cool them off on a cooling rack. And once they're cooled, I'll cut parchment paper and I'll just wrap it, and I want to put a sticker. I have to buy the stickers later, so you're not going to see that part of the stream. You're not going to see that on stream, but I can take a picture afterwards. I have to go to the store to buy some stickers after. And I'm not doing anything fancy. I couldn't find any like red and green chocolate chips. I'm going to add chocolate chips to this. So that's okay. I think it's still a nice little gift. Yeah, so I'll do that. Yeah, I could use butter too. This is actually all the butter we have. We ran out. Stickers. Well, just when I'm using the parchment paper to wrap the cake, I'll put a sticker on top, just to make it look festive, that's all. But I'm wondering if I should use parchment paper. I don't think it will stick. Yeah, I hope not. I'll just put lots of this margarine, but yeah. Butter's good too. Butter's good to put. But I don't have any more butter. Okay, so that German Spatzle request, Elmira, is this something you've had before? And have you made this before as well? I've actually never eaten it or made it before, so yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. And I'm interested in that the batter has nutmeg in it. Yeah. So that'll be nice. Ah, okay. They also sell Spatzle makers so that you can get the right shape for your pasta. Whoops. Let me show you something. Okay. Can't find it. We're using the steaming rack and we're using the holes to make the dumplings, but I saw on the internet that some people use a grater, like a cheese grater, and use those holes. I have one, but I don't think the holes are big enough, so I'm using that. I'm using the steaming rack. But you can use anything that you have that has holes in it. I even thought about using a bag and squeezing the pasta out. That works too, using a bag. Alright. Okay, you eat it mostly when you're in Germany. And the recipe says you eat it with, you just cook it with butter. Do you add any other flavoring to it, or you just enjoy it simple and yeah, natural? I'm actually going to add bacon. I did see a recipe that called for bacon, and for the stream, I think the color of the bacon will help, because the pasta is just a boring, like it's just a beige color. This cake is pretty boring too, so I'm adding some chocolate chips. But I'm making a lot of them. Yeah, it tastes good. My mom really likes it. I told her I'm making these cakes, and she asked me to make her a cake, and then she emailed me to remind me not to make it too sweet. She said keep the sweetness the same as what I did last time by reducing the sugar by a half. She liked it like that. And one thing I note about this recipe too is it calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla. That's more than normal. I think most recipes say to use 1. So it has a stronger vanilla taste. It's quite nice. I should have enough batter for 5 of these. Okay. Oh, you use a strainer to make them. Okay. Our strainer, yeah, it has. Our holes are really tiny. Okay, I'll see how we go. I have a feeling it'll turn out too tiny, because my strainer's really tiny. I have another thing. I want to find it. I just put it away yesterday. Maybe. I think it's here. Can't find it. It got put away somewhere. Ah. Yeah. Oh, you call that a sift? Yeah? Yeah, this is actually, yeah, to be more specific, yeah, it's a sift. It's good for cakes. But I use it as a strainer. That's why I call it a strainer. Yeah, we have this sifter. Yeah, but it's complicated, and you lose a lot of the powder inside like the sifter thing. A lot of people use one of these, and they put it through as well. They put the pasta through it. But I'm gonna do this over a pan. I think it fits quite nice. So we can see, we can change it up. right, so I think this is creamed. And we have one more to grease. I'll show you. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. Okay. I'll just finish greasing the pans, and then we will finish off the batter. I think I'm gonna go for. I think I'm gonna try adding the 6 cups of flour, because it's yeah, it looks like there's space. And I'll put on my apron when I do that, because I think I'm gonna get like flour all over me. I've never done this before. I've never multiplied a recipe by 4. I normally reduce recipes or double, but 4 is quite a lot, so yeah, it should be fun. Okay, great. So we've got 4 pans that are greased up. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to add the remaining wet ingredients, such as the eggs and the milk and the vanilla. I'll just keep the hook. I think that's okay. Oh, add the flour last. Okay, good idea. The nice thing is I have a protector for the splashing, so yeah. I know it's gonna fly everywhere. Okay. Okay. It's so much easier with a mixer. I didn't have this growing up. My mom used a hand mixer, but my husband, yeah, got this. Okay. All right, so we're adding eggs. I believe it's 8 eggs. Oh! Sugar melts in the liquid. Change to that thing and not the hook. Okay. Which one? This one? Or the whisk? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll take out the hook first and scrape the stuff off of it. Okay, the frame thing, got it, okay. Do you do a lot of baking, Elmira? Yeah. What's your favorite thing to bake or cook? I know you cook a lot of food. Yeah. Yeah, and you go to the market and get eel, and you have good stuff where you are. Yeah. Okay, this frame thing. Okay, I've never used this before. I don't even think Mr. Cook for Fun has used it before. I'll ask him later. But I've never seen it used in this kitchen before, so this is a first. You make everything. You like baking. Yeah. Well, baking is fun in that it smells, the whole home smells nice. Oh, okay, you don't use machines. Yeah, I am. Okay, so we've got 7, so I'll get another one. So I'll have to buy more eggs. We use a lot of eggs. Eggs are great. I love eggs. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna crack 8 of these, and then I'm gonna put the shells in our garden. Okay. All right, I'm kind of nervous. It's a lot of eggs, but I am making this 4 of this recipe. Okay. And I was thinking what to cook for Mr. Cook for Fun for breakfast. We always have a breakfast. Lately we've been having these breakfast intermissions, or we've been having these like intermissions from our main menu to cook a quick breakfast. Since he has to wait till the stream is over until he can eat. I thought about doing a couple of medium soft-boiled eggs, where it's like a hard-boiled egg, except the yolk is creamy. It's like it's not fully cooked, and it's just got the right amount of creaminess. Those are quite good. Yeah. 2 nights ago, I made that for him, and I put it in some noodle soup, and he really liked that. Maybe we can make those. Okay. And we're gonna put these in the compost in our garden because it's very, very good for the soil. Okay. I can't wait to get these in the oven, and I can clear this space. It'll look better. Baked beans. I've never made baked beans before. Yeah, or I haven't made refried beans either of those. Okay. I'll just put the vanilla in as well. So we need 8 tablespoons of vanilla. Okay, 8 tablespoons. Teaspoons, not tablespoons. Okay. I learned that one trick is that the cap is approximately 1 teaspoon, but that's okay. I'll use my teaspoon. So 8 of these, and this is brand new vanilla. Okay, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, good thing I bought this bigger one. So we use quite a bit. Yeah, okay. And before I forget, I should preheat the oven. Let's do that at 350 Fahrenheit. That's a lot. Yeah. That works out to almost 4 tablespoons of vanilla. Like, this is extract. It's supposed to be strong, so. Okay, I'll just check the oven. I was just deciding how I wanted my racks to be. Okay, any more liquid milk? 4 cups of milk. Okay, we're gonna get that from the fridge and put away the margarine while we do that. And the other eggs, -2 for Mr. Cook for Fun. Canada, our milk comes in bags. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mix this and then add the milk, so it doesn't all like splash at once. Hello, Touch Tones, and welcome to Cook for Fun TV. And let us know what country you're tuning in from. The flags to our sides represent countries viewers have tuned in from since our show started exactly a year ago. Tomorrow, December 11th, is our 1 year anniversary. 1 year, so wow, it's been a long time that we've been cooking together. So thanks for supporting the stream, everyone, and welcome, Touch Tones. Yeah, you are joined by viewers in different countries. I'm streaming from Canada, from the city of Markham, which is just a bit north of Toronto. I'll have this on low, okay? 1 second. Is it gonna splatter? Because there's some eggs in there that haven't broken down yet. Okay. Alright. You're joined by viewers in, I'll go in order of, reverse chronological order, of Russia, Singapore, Belgium, and US. It has been long. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I'm glad it didn't splatter. Now I'm going to add 4 cups of milk. Where'd my cup go? Right here. Hiding. Okay, 4 cups of milk. Just gotta make sure my math was correct because I almost got the butter wrong. Okay. It smells good with all that vanilla added. 1. This is a bit dangerous. It's better to use like a measuring cup with all the lines. I'm just using a flour measuring cup, but it means less dishes for me to wash. Okay. And I'll have to get a new bag of milk too. 2. Just keep it turning on low speed. Okay, I'll do that. 3, okay, I don't think we're gonna get 3 cups here, so I'll have to, pretty close. Okay. I'll get a new milk bag. It's almost 3. You can see in the screen, it's almost 3. Just 1 more cup. I actually doubled the milk in this recipe, so maybe it's good. Yeah, maybe that's good. Okay, I'll get 1 more bag. Another bag in here. Cut a little corner off. Okay, 1 more cup. Alright. Okay, now we're going to add our 6 cups of flour. Okay. Okay, a little bit nervous. Yeah. Okay. It's about half full, but I think 6 cups will work. I think it will. Yeah. Okay. So the rest of the milk in. The sugar's already in here. Yeah, the sugar was creamed with the butter. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I kind of want to use the new. So we've got lots of flour here. We've got this Is it 10 kilograms? It's really, really big. 10 kilograms here with this other bag too. Okay, now I'm going to put on my apron. And roll up my sleeves as well. But we're almost done. It's a pretty easy cake mix to make. And I'm going to drop some chocolate chips in there too. Yeah, so the sugar was creamed with the butter. All right. I kind of want to use the new bag and then put the old bag in here because I think, I don't know, I just feel like doing that. This is a brand name, Robin Hood, and this one is it's not a known brand. I've been using this one, this other one. I will take it from the new bag and I'll put the old one in the new. Oh, keep the mixer on while adding the flour. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so I'll put this cover back on. Put on low, and I'll feed it through this opening, the flour. So 6 cups of flour. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous about doing the 6. Okay. 1. 1. 2. 3. 2 more. 4. No. 4. 3 more. 4. 5. Winston's here. And 1 more after this, and then that's the limit for this mixer. 6. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna let that mix. Okay, I'll deal with this later, the flour. Or maybe I'll use this smaller pack and keep it on for several minutes. Great. Thank you for your advice, Elmira. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Winston wants to go outside. Okay, Winston will let you out 1 second. Okay. So this will be for the Spatzle, this flour. Okay, this is gonna let Winston outside. Hey, Winston. Come up. Come. Go. Okay. Winston, go out. The door's open and it's cold. Alright. Okay. Alright. So for a few minutes. Okay. So while that... Oh, the baking powder. We can't forget the baking powder. Okay. So we need 7 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay. 7's quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one more, 7. All right. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. Yep, good thing I got it in there. This is baking powder. Yeah, it's not baking soda. I'll put this milk away while that's going, and I'll grab the chocolate chips too. And I'm also going to boil water too, because it'll be faster than boiling water on the stove when we make the spatzle. And the oven is almost preheated. Ah, just in time. Okay, and I'm going to grab the chocolate chips. I'm wondering, what's the difference between the taste of pure semi-sweet chocolate chips and milk chocolate? Oh, Winston wants to come back? Okay. Okay, sweetheart. Winston's back. Okay. I guess I'll use the milk chocolate one. I think that goes nice with vanilla. Okay. And should I put the chocolate chips in now? Or, yeah, I can put it now, but I'm going to leave a little bit to sprinkle on the tops. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. It actually tastes good without chocolate chips, but I'm going to put it in because I think people will like the chocolate chips in there. Okay. I don't know, just put in a cup first. There won't be too many, just because it's already tasty, the cake. I'll put the whole bag though. Okay, it's a cocoa content. I'll save the rest for sprinkling on top. Yeah, for decoration, I guess. I don't know. Do I need to do a decoration? Maybe not. Just put it all in. Yeah, okay. How long should I keep this mixing for? Yeah, I like to bury the chocolate and stuff. Oh. The other bag for decoration? That's too much, I think. Mixing is done. Okay, okay. All right. All right, okay. We're good. That was pretty simple. I'll unplug this for safety. Okay. We have a lot. I'll show you this other camera. That. All right. This heavy machine. soup scooper to fill the pans. Yep, okay. That's funny. I know. I'm gonna put these chocolate chips in somewhere else. Then I will use this to catch any drippings. Yeah. So I don't get the counter messy. I like to add the batter, like, so I never know if it's mixed well, so I like to make sure it's even by putting 1 scoop in each first until they're all full. Sometimes if you put it all in one pan and then you put it into the other pan, the batter at the bottom might be different from the batter on top. I don't think that's the case, but I just feel that way. Okay. At least with a spectacular. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's helpful. This thing is really, really helpful. I think Elmira was watching me one time when I was streaming something. I don't remember what I was making, but when the mixer came on, everything like splattered. Yeah, I don't remember what that was. That happened, and I didn't put that on. I think most people would just pour it straight on, but I want to evenly disperse the batter. I should take the bacon out. The bacon's in the freezer. Yeah. Should take it out, but I'll just use a big knife and I'll cut through the frozen bacon, so I'm not worried. I'm wondering how much distance I should add between the top of the pan and the batter for rising. Yeah. I think 2 centimeters is probably enough. Okay, like slap it. Yeah, got it. Okay. I think in the bakery they just pour it and they use a wet cloth to wipe the edges. I think that's what they do. I don't think they don't do what I'm doing right now. It's kind of funny what I'm doing. It also takes more time what I'm doing. It's a lot easier just to pour it. Okay. Okay, I made a mess already. Do you know how much cake rises? I have no idea how high this is going to turn out. When I steamed it, it puffed quite a bit, maybe 35%. Yeah, it's quite nice. Okay, we have more in the pan. They're not even, but that's okay because the recipients can't compare. They'll receive one each, but they're not bad. I think we'll get them even after I spread this last amount. Okay. Oh, they have a special tool for it. Oh, and also spread the air. Ah, got it. Okay. Okay. This one. This pan is huge. This one at the end. I think I'll give this one to my mom and I'll share it with her. I'll take half of it. Yeah. I feel like I want to get every last drop in there. I feel like I can really work at it to get as much as I can. That doesn't go to waste. It smells very good. The vanilla smell is very strong. There's 7 teaspoons of vanilla. 7? No, 8. 8. Yay. 8 teaspoons of vanilla. I have to find which one looks the lowest. Put that in there. This one. They're very close. They're almost the exact same. Ooh. Okay, pretty good. Okay. Okay. All right, and I could get a tissue to wipe a little bit. I think Mr. Cook for Fun is a bit hungry, so I will cook some eggs for him. Oh, it won't look, it's just gonna look almost like bread. It's just gonna have like a dome shape on top. So, okay, so I have to like shake it. And how long do I do this for? Not that long? Okay. Okay, all right, so into the oven they go, and we put it on timer for 25 minutes, okay. One at a time over. Timer on for half an hour because it'll take me time to put them in and take them out. Before I do that, let me show you something. We're also silicone baking forms. We have some actually, but not for cakes. We have the ones for muffins. Yeah. So this is Mr. Cook for Fun's lasagna. He made this on Friday, put it in the fridge. The noodles are oven ready noodles. They're dry noodles and they just cook on their own in the oven. And there's pork, the ground pork, ground beef, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and cottage cheese, and spinach. So we're gonna bake that as well. It's really good. I guess it's lunch. Yeah. Since we're using the oven, we might as well stick everything in there. I don't like to waste oven heat. Okay. So I'll put my timer on. To fix the aluminum wrapping on the lasagna because I opened it up. I just wanted to make sure it was sealed. And so we've got that. Okay, so we can get started on our Mr. Cook for Fun's breakfast and the German Spatzle. Okay. Oh, you won't do, oh, really? Oh, the smells? Okay. Haha. Okay, I'll take it out. Okay. I won't do that. Okay. I read it now. Okay. Ah, okay. All right. Okay. We'll cook that later. Okay. Thanks for that tip. That's right, because yesterday when we baked it at my brother's place, the entire main floor smelled like lasagna. So it would have, yeah, it would have made our cakes smell like lasagna. I never thought about that. Okay. Okay, so that'll be another project then. And we'll put that in the fridge once it's cooled down. Oh, I forgot to sprinkle these chocolates on top. I think I have to take off the case. Okay, let's do that quickly. Okay. All right. We're gonna put the chocolate chips on top. Okay, I'm not thinking straight. Okay. All right. Ah. check with them back in the oven. Does that mean I have to melt the chocolate chips first when I decorate, or I just stick them on? I'm not sure what that fancy thing is. Okay. Okay. I have to get baking. Okay, so put it back in. Okay, I'm gonna listen to you. Okay. I'm gonna listen to you. Okay. It goes right back in. Alright. Okay. And the lasagna is going in the fridge. Okay, next time lasagna. So Mr. Cook for Fun is having a steamed bun that's filled with a bit of coconut and butter flavoring inside it and eggs. But yeah, so we'll take it over there. But let's make our batter for the German Spatzle. Okay. Okay, so we're going to make something from the chocolate. Okay. I can't wait. I don't know what we're doing, so I'm taking instructions from Elmira because I can't think of what that is. I have to see it, and so I'll be seeing it in words. But that's what makes this exciting. So in case if you're new to the stream, and in case you're not familiar, I'm a home cook. I'm not a chef. So all right. So just gonna boil eggs here. Yeah. And once they come to a rolling boil, I'm going to turn it to low for 5 minutes, and then we have perfect soft boiled eggs. I can actually steam it, but this is a little small. If I used a steaming rack, it'll drop. It'll drop. Maybe not. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Okay, we'll take it back to the front and we'll make our Spatzle. I'm not sure. Hi, Wolfie Hound. How's it going? Yeah. We're baking some simple white vanilla cakes, and Elmira's going to explain how to decorate them with chocolate chips after that. I put bread on top of a couple of eggs. I've never done that. I usually use a steaming rack, but I thought maybe I can manage without the bread falling into the water. So we'll see. If not, I will eat that. It's for Mr. Cook for Fun. It's his breakfast. He doesn't enter the kitchen when the streaming is happening, so. Oh, it's cold, you're miserable. It's very, very cold here to think warm thoughts and do some cooking to warm things up. Yeah. In Canada, our winters are really, really long, and some people suffer depression. It's very serious here, and like I had a colleague. She bought a UV light. It helps with her condition. Like she bought one to put at her desk because it's the weather. It really brings people down. Yeah, and I think London is known for that too. The London fog, the London fog effect. So yeah, I think warm thoughts. The holidays are near, and there's a lot to be happy about, and just do some cooking to stay warm. The eggs are holding the bread up. All right, so let's get started with the German Spatzle. This flour, I've never done this before, but we're going to learn together. Yeah, Elmira has made this once before. Okay, and salt. So we'll get our salt pig and some white pepper. Salt pig. Okay. Yeah, that happens. So is it colder than usual that your house is not meant for it? When I was in Asia and it got cold, it was really unbearable, and I had a space heater, but I wasn't always beside it, so it was always cold. So I hope you have a little heater to kind of bring with you everywhere you go around the home. Thanks so much, Nally G. Thank you so much. Yeah. So tomorrow's the actual day, but I don't really think much about it. It seems like it seems like yesterday. Time flies when you're having fun. Wow. Okay. That is cold for Florida. That's really cold. Wow. It is. What is it here? I don't know. I believe it's around 5 degrees Celsius, so I don't really know how to convert automatically. But I know in 28 Fahrenheit is cold, because like 65-ish is room temperature, so I know 28 is really cold. So just bundle up and layer up. Yeah. Okay, so nutmeg. 2 eggs, so I have to go back to the fridge again, and milk. Okay. I have to put a separate timer for 5 minutes because the oven timer's on for the baking. Okay. All right, okay, 5 minutes for the egg. Okay. So we're making our German Spatzle. Bacon and flour. Okay. Wow. Wow. It's snowing where you are. Is it snowing? -2, or there might be like icy puddles. Yeah, you're below freezing temperature. And there, Colonel Guga in Russia is mentioning about being at -50. That's cold. Wow. That is really, really cold. I just don't eat ice cream in the winter. I need to have my hot chocolate and tea and hot everything. You need mittens to... Whoa! So you're wearing mittens inside your house. Wow. Hi, Pailamon. It's been a while. How's it going? Yeah, welcome back to our stream. Yeah, we're all reaching pretty cold weather, although Colonel Guga is saying that it's pretty warm over there. I guess relative to what you're used to. Okay, I have parsley, and I'm going to grab the bacon. Almost brought the bacon. I actually changed my menu today to accommodate our viewer request for the German Spatzle. I was going to make dumplings, and I actually just froze this bacon yesterday. I wasn't, and then I just recalled that Almira mentioned German Spatzle. I looked it up and I was like, oh, I do have all the ingredients to make this, so I should make it because it'll be fun to make something like it's always fun to cook viewers' request foods and try those out. So we had a change of plans and we're doing this, and so that's okay. Our frozen bacon could be used, no problem. I'll just use our cleaver to cut it. I suppose Mr. Cook for Fun will want some bacon with his breakfast, so I'll cut a third of this. Yeah. And I guess I will want some too later. Try to do half. Okay. Maybe almost half. Okay. Will that bread get moist? Yeah, it will. As long as it's not soaking. Yeah, it will. It'll get moist. I could pull it out now. I think it's bothering people. So I'll pull that out. I'll put it on a cooling rack. Oh, wow. Is it ever moist? All right. The bottom's going to dry because the rolling, the water from the rolling boil definitely touched the bread. So it's not just steam that touched the bottom. So I should turn it over. Yeah, it's okay. It's on a cooling rack. I mean, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. So we'll get some bacon sizzling on the pan. Ah, you love Spatzle. Your mother always made them and it was so good. So this is our first time making it. If you have tips, let me know. Yeah. If I can do anything to honor your grandmother, let me know. I've never made it before. I'm just following the recipe. Oh, that's my timer for the eggs. Okay. All right. So eggs are going in cold water. Hot hands. Yeah. All right. Okay. We'll peel those later. Okay, so we're going going to let the bacon sizzle while we are making the batter for the Spatzle. Ah, okay. So when I researched the recipe, and you can type !recipe, it doesn't seem complicated. So I don't know if it's all technique or it's just meant to be a pretty reasonable dish to make at home. So let's try it out. Bacon. Yeah, this is pork bacon, pig bacon. Yeah, it's supposed to have maple flavor to it. So we'll see. All right. Okay. Okay. I want to pour some of this milk into a measuring cup and then I can put both the milk away and the bacon away at the same time. Okay, so 1/4 cup of milk. That's it. Not much. Okay. It has nice ingredients in it though. It has milk, eggs. So it's a very fragrant pasta, I guess, because not all pasta has eggs and milk in it. So it's got nice flavors in it. Okay, and the butter is okay. It says that instead of using if you have bacon, you don't need butter because I guess the fat from the bacon will give it that moisture. According to the oven, it says that our cake has only 9 minutes left. But from all that opening of the oven, we shall see. Okay. We're gonna let that bacon defrost and then I will separate them as the bacon's defrosting. Okay, so let's do our Spatzle batter. Okay, I'm a bit nervous. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start mixing the wet ingredients and then the dry. That's how I'll do it. Okay. So that way I don't need two bowls. Usually you do them separate and then you mix them together. And I put our mixer away. I could have used our mixer. I wonder if I should take our mixer back out or just do it by hand. Okay, let's try it by hand for this one. Because I could rinse the mixing bowl. What do you think? I could take our mixer back out again and just rinse the mixing bowl and just do it. Well, there's only 1 cup of flour. Okay, let's do this by hand. Keep it simple. Okay, so 2 eggs. So I'll start with the wet. Yeah. No, I'll do the dry first, okay? Okay, so let's do our 1 cup of flour. This is a 1/2 cup measure, and the one that we use, the 1 cup measure, is dirty. So I'll use 2 1/2 cups to make 1 cup. Do it by hand. Okay, thanks, Elmira. And you have to prep me for what we're going to do with the chocolate chips because I have no idea what we're doing with the chocolate chips. It says we have 6 more minutes for the cake. I might leave it in for an extra 5. Yeah, or let it sit in the oven for an extra 5 minutes before taking it out. Okay, so that's 1 cup of flour, a half teaspoon of salt. So just salt, a pinch of white pepper, a pinch. Ooh, okay, that's a big pinch. Half teaspoon of nutmeg. Hello, Elodie Watches. How are you? Nice emotes, very, very cute. And let us know what country you're tuning in from. And welcome to Cook for Fun TV. Okay. So I have the flour, salt, white pepper, and nutmeg. Wow. Okay. I will use the back of these chopsticks and just to mix it. And I get to add the eggs and the milk. And that's it. Okay. I'm nervous. Okay. 2 eggs and the 1/4 cup of milk. Okay. Used a lot of eggs today. I think 10 eggs plus Mr. Cook for Fun's breakfast, so that's a dozen eggs we used. Oops. Okay. Do you actually use your hands or? Okay, I'll just mix. I'll use a wooden spoon. I think I'll let the cake bake for longer. Fork, okay. Thank you. Yes, Elodie Watches. A lot of people on this stream are very, very kind. I do have a whisk. I'll try fork. Yeah. Yeah. I'll try the fork. All right. Okay, so the eggs are broken. Yeah. And we have pre-boiled water in the kettle. I'm a bit nervous. Never done this before. Ah. I like the control. I find that with the whisk, a lot of things get caught in the middle. That's kind of my pet peeve. It's not that bad, but like, yeah. Everything slips through the teeth of the fork. So I took a peek at the cake. The color is like yellow. It hasn't turned golden. And the recipe said to bake it for 25 to 30 minutes. So after the oven timer goes off, that's 25 minutes. And we were opening the oven a lot, so I think we can have it in there for the full 30 minutes. Yeah. And I have a spatula to get the ends, to get the flour on the edges of the bowl. Yeah, so now we have a more thicker consistency. I'm gonna switch over to our cake batter. I think it's all right? We don't need to wash this. You never follow the book. You wait till it's golden brown. Oh, I don't. So when the timer goes off, it's at. Yeah, that's it. It will actually turn off. So the heat's actually off. I can just let it stay in the oven, or I can turn the heat back on and add an extra 5 minutes. Yeah, it's very, very hot in the oven. Yeah. What do you think? Should I add more, should I turn the oven back on or just let it continue cooking in the heat that's already in the oven? I'm doing a lot of asking on this stream today. I'm not the one cooking. The viewers are cooking and giving me the instructions. Okay. Yeah, that's true. It was at 350 Fahrenheit, so it's super hot. So it can actually stay in there for another 10 minutes or something. But I'm curious what Elmira has in mind. I would say an extra. So put a needle in the cake. Okay. Or put a toothpick in the cake. Okay. Okay. So I think we're gonna go and check it out. Okay. So here's our Spatzle batter. Yeah. All right. Toothpick. The toothpicks and see if it comes out clean with anything sticking on it. All right. It's nothing sticking on it, but it's a very oily cake. I'll just leave it in the oven. Good thing I didn't actually put my whole fist in there. What it looks like now is it's a cooked cake. Yeah, it's not golden brown, it's just cooked. Yeah, if I wanted it to be golden, I guess I would turn it on. But it's quite lovely. It's just like a nice yellow cake. I think I'll leave it like that. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just keep it in there. Okay. So time to make Spatzle. Okay. We're going to get a pot of boiling water. We're going to place this on top, and we're going to feed the batter through these holes, and the pasta should cook right away. Okay. Okay, let's take it to the stove top. I'll also peel Mr. Cook for Fun's eggs and serve him breakfast. Okay. move the bacon here and put the pot of water here for the spatzle. Yeah. Okay. And I'll move the Yeti. I know my voice is fading, so I'll move the Yeti over. Just have to make sure there's no fire hazard. I think we're tangled, so yeah, we're tangled, a little bit tangled. That's okay. Okay. Almira, I'm curious about what we're doing with the chocolate chips. 50% dense. Okay, that's good. I like it spongy. I prefer soft rather than dense. Yeah. When Mr. Cook for Fun was making cakes for his keto diet, a lot of his cakes were dense because he uses almond flour. Yeah. I like softer cakes. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get a pot here for the spatzle. Let's see if this is good. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And yeah, that's perfect. We have boiling water here. I'm looking at the cake. The cakes look good. Yeah. There's no golden crust at all. The outside of the cake looks like what the inside of the cake would look like. It just looks yellow. All right, so I'm gonna turn up the heat to get the water for the spatzle boiling, and I'll pull you up on chat because yeah. Don't put all the dough at the same time. Okay. Yeah, you've seen me do things wrong before. Yeah. Okay, so the bacon is sizzling. Yeah. I'll just turn it around. Let the other side defrost. Oh, I should get the splatter screen for the bacon. Okay. There. All right. Okay, we're gonna let this boil. Here is our, can you see that? Yeah, here's our batter. I'll use these holes on the outer side, the outer edge. They're smaller holes. Okay, well, while the bacon is sizzling and while the water is boiling, I will peel the eggs for Mr. Cook for Fun and cut them in half so that you can see the soft center. Okay. Oh, I can see that the eggs are covered. Okay. Like this. And I know that we have to be careful with these handles. Okay, there's no heat over here, so the handle back here is fine. We're gonna crack these eggs. I'm just gonna use this. I usually use a spoon. I like using a spoon too. Hello, Defender of Justice. How are you? Welcome to Cook for Fun TV, and let us know what country you're tuning in from. Yeah, we have a good international mix today. Russia, Belgium, Singapore, US. Yeah. And if I missed any countries, let me know. Yeah, some viewers are quiet, so it happens. I'm just off to the side peeling this egg. Okay. Okay. hear the bacon sizzling very nicely. It's on medium heat. The water's still boiling for the Spatzle. I'm curious, what are we going to do with the chocolate chips, Elmira? You're from the US. Awesome. Yeah, so we're streaming from Canada. We're in the city of Markham. That's just north of Toronto. Yeah. And we got our first snowfall. No, second snowfall this year, yesterday. Not this year, but this season, because our winter ends pretty much in May. Or the snow is still melting in May. Okay. The eggs are hiding behind the webcam. They're on the cooling rack because they're a bit wet. Okay, so we're just gonna. So the bacon is going to be added to the Spatzle, and the recipe says that if we have bacon, we don't need to use butter, but I'm just wondering if I could drain the oil for the bacon and use butter or margarine instead. Because pure bacon fat is pretty high in it's saturated fats and stuff. But it is tasty though to have bacon instead of. Well, butter's very good too. So yeah. Alright, so I just have this bacon there. Okay, I'm going to turn that to like a medium. Okay, and the water's still boiling. Why is it taking so long? Okay, we've got our eggs here. I'm not going to cut them open until the bacon's ready because we're going to serve it together. But we can put our bun here. So it's no longer wet. It never got soaked in the water, but there was a lot of boiling water. We had the bread boiling on top of eggs. The eggs were acting as a steaming rack for the bread. Bacon fat is yummy, yes. Ah, you're tired. I was tired too. If some of you noticed earlier in the stream, I posted that I'm starting late. I actually had a little bit of a late start, and then I saw a posting online for used Christmas decorations. Good price, and yeah. Yeah, and I wanted to see if it was still available. Actually, I'm gonna reply my. And the posting was actually by a friend of mine. I'm just typing to my friend, sorry. Regarding the decorations to pick up. Okay, so this is boiling now. Okay. So I guess we're making the Spatzle before the breakfast because the bacon's not ready. Okay, so we have this boiling. No, well, it's like starting to boil. It's not quite there yet. It'll be faster if I put a lid on top. How about this? I do have lids. They're covered. I'll do this. It'll be a lot faster. Yeah. Pigs are funny? Yes, they are. Okay, let's check on the bake. Yeah, this will be boiling pretty soon. This burner is a small burner. I guess I have to put them closer to the middle. Come on. It's taking forever to cook this bacon. Yes. You can tell the bacon in the middle is getting more heat because of the burner size. So I'll sort of try to give the outer bacon pieces some love by rearranging them and putting them in the middle. Alright, okay, I think we can cook the Spatzle. Good morning, Wiso, how's it going? Pigs are tasty, it's been a while, hope you've been well. Okay, I do see a rolling boil under here. There you go. Alright. Okay, so Almira says put this in a little bit at a time, not all at once. Okay. So I guess I'll do the little chunks. I wonder if they will really fit through those small holes. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'll spread it on, and I've never done this before. It's quite a different technique. Something that I'm not familiar with. So this is exciting. I have seen stroganoff pasta made using the corner of a Ziploc bag and squeezing the pasta out. And last week we made churros by squeezing the batter out of a plastic bag. But here we're using a steaming rack. I know Almira said to do a little bit at a time, so they aren't falling, so I will press them through a little bit at a time. It's very interesting. Really never seen this technique before. Yeah, it's really fun. Oops, did I just drop something? Okay. All right. Okay, so I know that the steaming rack is hot, so I'll have to. Okay, so let's have to pass it through the holes. And I can't see what's happening underneath. I'm just gonna trust that when it falls, it's cooking in the boiling water. It's quite interesting. Oh, I have to hurry because it's actually cooking on the steamer. Like, I can see the batter cooking right onto the steamer. That's okay, it's not a lot. Oops. I just squeeze it, just keep pressing it, right? Just press, press, press. Let me know, Almira, if something doesn't look right. All at once, okay. Well, it's not even coming down at once. And I am getting cooked batter right on top of the steaming rack. Oh yeah. And some of these holes are going to cook over. Ha ha! I guess it's all about technique. Some of these, yeah, I'm gonna have to, you know what? I actually have another steaming rack. So I don't have to poke all the holes if they're already use if they're already covered. I have another steaming rack. Ooh. Wow, okay. Let's do this quick because maybe the back of the spoon. Yeah, because the spatula is quite hard. You know what? I'll use a wooden spoon. It's bigger, or one of these. I have another one of these too, to pass through the holes. Okay. This is interesting. So I can. Oh, look at that! Look at those little. Can you see? I don't know if you can see, but I've got these little nice little pasta shapes, so it is working. I'm just a bit slow, but it's working. So I've got another steaming rack, and I will finish it off there with. Because I've got. I think I'll have to be faster about it to get the pasta through. Ah, yeah, okay. That's better. That's more control to do. Yeah. By putting it in a big blob on top of the steaming rack, I kind of resulted in some cooked pasta right on top of the steamer. That's better. That's better. Oh, tired hands. Okay. It's quite interesting though. I'm having fun doing this. And we've got all this cooked batter on this other steaming rack in my left hand. I guess it's very helpful that I had this spare in my hand, this extra steaming rack. Ooh. I can probably scrape the cooked batter in my left hand. I can probably scrape it off and cut them into pieces and stick them into the water, and that could work too. Yeah. Ooh. And I'm not able to catch up on chat because I need my full attention for this. It's quite time sensitive, all the movements. And you can see like the cooked batter on the side of the bacon pan. Yep, that's cooked. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, this is all cooked here. So I'll scrape that off, and I'll cut them into pieces on the cutting board, and we'll eat them. It tastes the same, but it's just the shape isn't quite like the others that are in the pan. All right, okay, I can turn off the heat. Okay, so here's our Spatzle. Yeah, it looks right. I'll just sort of put these clunks inside. Okay, all right. Okay, I'll give you a close-up view. It's quite nice. There you go, look at that. We've got our Spatzle. Awesome. Okay, so I'll turn off I'll switch over. Okay, and this can go to the side. What I'm gonna do, before we get back to Mr. Cook for Fun's breakfast, I'm going to take it to the front. Actually, you can see me right here. I'm going to cut up the cooked batter. I'm gonna cut this up, so I'll just move the camera a bit. Okay, I'm gonna scrape off and cut them into two strips, and that will be like, that'll just go right in there, or maybe I'll eat it later. Oh, look, the bottom of the strainer has these little like Spatzle pieces, so I'll stick those right in there. that was fun. Quite fun. The bacon smells really, really good. Yeah, the bacon's done. Okay. All right. Thanks for the comments, Colonel and Elodie. Okay, so we're gonna scrape this off, and we're gonna just try to not waste it, salvage it. I'm using my fingers. I guess I could use this. I can use this wooden thing and scrape it right off. Yep. Scrape it off, and I'll cut them into strips and stick them into the water. I'll cover that. Retain some of that heat. Now I know that you can't put all the batter in at once. You have to do it little by little. I'll have to soak this overnight or in warm water to clean this later. Okay, so we've got some batter scraped off. Let's just try a bit more. Okay. All right. Waste not, want not. That was fun though. I do like the shapes of the Spatzle. It's very, very, very interesting. The little squiggly, zigzaggy shapes that come out of the holes. Yeah, never done that before. Okay, just scraping off batter. That's actually quite a bit of batter that I could have wasted if I were to just stick this in the sink without scraping off the batter. But it's edible. I know it's edible. So we'll cut them up and stick them into that hot water. Okay. There we go. I'll give my hands a little rinse. I was warned. Yep. The bacon smells really, really good. Okay. There's a lot going on, and we have cakes in the oven. I do want to take the cakes out too. So, okay, I'll take the cakes out, then go back to this batter because they'll turn dry in the oven if I don't take them out. They've been in the oven past, and the bacon's done, so it's a bit hot. Okay, bacon is done. Bacon is done. I can put it on this little towel here. Okay. That's fine. That's metal. The cooling rack. Take the bacon out. The cakes out. Okay. And Almira, get ready to tell me what to do with the chocolate chips. Not yet, but it's coming up. So let me see the cakes. We have 5 of them. If you just joined us. So I'm happy. Whoa, what's that? Oh, that's the lid. I'm happy with them. They have a nice crack. They're not burnt. Okay. Can't see all the cakes. Okay. I will perforate them. You know what? I'll leave the cakes here. They're out of the oven, so they're not gonna continue drying. I want to finish cutting up this Spatzle batter. They're definitely not as pretty as the other ones that went through the steam rack. I'll cut them into strips. They're kind of like that, and I'll stick them into the hot water. And they're gonna cook. It's really, really hot, the water. Okay. And I'll have to give it a stir too. I think they're sticking together, the ones that I just put in. And all right. Great. All right. And grab our wooden spoon and I thought it would rise higher too. Yeah, oh well, but it's good. Okay. Okay, so I put the remaining batter in the hot water. Okay, so now let's finish off the cakes. Rinse my hands again. Yeah, some of the batter that I cut up, it did stick together, but that's okay. They're in small chunks. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Perforating. Okay. Okay, I hope it didn't stick. Oh, that's the chocolate chips. Okay. Okay, this one I'm not giving away. It's one. Okay, I have to figure out this technique for popping cakes out. Ooh. Okay. Maybe I should put the parchment paper underneath. Okay. Got some cake that got stuck. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Hot. I don't know. Okay, I'll just have to let them cool down. But I'll just perforate the should have used parchment paper. Okay, I'm not going to flip these over. I'm just going to perforate them. I'll let them cool down a bit. just gonna perforate these some more. Then serve Mr. Cook for Fun's breakfast. Oh, I can feel it shifting, which is good, which means it's not sticking. Yeah, okay. I'm jabbing the spatula because it's flexible. I'm trying to get it under it to help make sure it's separated. Okay. Yeah, I'll let it cool down and I think it could flip over better. All right. Okay. So back to Mr. Cook for Fun's breakfast. Couple of eggs. I'm gonna grab a couple of bacon strips for him. Elmira saves cake. It will get under by itself, guided by shape of baking form. Ah, yes. Okay. Some bacon, crispy bacon. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, there's some burnt ones. Not really. They're still good. Okay. All right. That's his bacon. Then we're going to cut the egg with, I'm looking for a knife, but I can't find it. So I'm gonna have to use this large knife, kind of big. Okay. So I'm hoping for a soft center in the middle. Yes, we got a soft center. So that was, I put the eggs in cold water, brought the pot to a boil. So there you go. Like a medium soft egg. Yeah. So that's breakfast. I love medium boiled eggs. I just love them. I want to lick the yolk off here. Yum. Good. Okay. All right, Mr. Cook for Fun. Breakfast is ready. Mr. Cook for Fun. All right. Okay. So, ta-da. Oh, the egg yolks are nice and creamy. Yeah. So I had the I had the eggs in cold, in a pot of cold water. Brought the water to a rolling boil, and then I turned the heat down to the lowest heat. Put the timer on for 5 minutes. Then they're done. Then I took the eggs out, put them in cold water, and that's how you get your egg yolks like medium soft. Okay. All right. Hi, Winston. How's it going? We'll see if we can get Winston the mascot here. Mr. Cook for Fun. Okay. He'll get his breakfast. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Spatzle. All right. So here's our pasta noodle. We're going to strain it. Elmira calls this a sifter, which you can use as a sifter. I call it a strainer. So it's a little bit of a, yeah. I'm just gonna, ooh, that's a lot of water. So here's our Spatzle. And if you notice, the bowl I used was the bowl for our batter. It's because the hot water is gonna help. It's gonna help when we wash the dishes. I like doing that. And then I'm gonna put this hot water. I'm gonna pour it into the mixing bowl that we used for making the cake batter, and then it'll just sort of help with our washing later, like to loosen some of the mix. Yeah, so just putting that all in the sink and just pouring this hot water in there. Okay, all right, so here's our noodle. You can see some of them, the shapes are not as pretty as others because some of these are scrapings rather than Spatzle that went through the strainer to get the nice shape. So we have a mix of shapes going on here, and we'll get our bacon fat. So we're gonna cook. We're gonna toss this in the bacon fat. Some burnt pieces. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'll take out the burnt pieces. They won't go to waste. All right. So we're gonna cook it in bacon fat, and we're going to get some parsley flakes, and let's fire it up. Fire it up. Okay. And this is like batter that got stuck to the sides. Okay. We'll put the bacons off to the sides. I could cut them up into bits, but they're actually pretty nice as 2.5-inch pieces, and we just. Hey, I'm just going to throw that in there. Our Spatzle. So some of the chunky pieces I'll take out. They're not as nice. We'll eat them, but okay. That's fine. Okay, good. Good. Fire it up, and then it looks like too few bacon fat. Yeah, it's not as much as I thought. Okay. I guess we have to put some pepper and some parsley flakes. So I have the heat on maximum right now. I'm going to crack some black pepper. Okay. That seemed pretty easy to make. Mr. Cook for Fun isn't breakfast ready unless he's not here. Okay. Alright, so oh, I can see the bacon fat coating the Spatzle. It's got that nice caramelized color that you get from roasted meat, juices. Yeah, so that's looking good. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that on here. It just has to heat up. Everything is cooked. The Spatzle's cooked, the bacon's cooked. Everything just has to sort of heat up, and I'll get one of these cakes out. And Elmira is supposed to tell me what to do with these chocolate chips. Add a pinch of fresh greens. You know what? Yeah, we actually have some fresh basil growing. So let me cut a little, like a small branch off of that plant, and that will look really, really nice. Okay. Right. Mr. Cook for Fun, you're in. here we've got some basil. That'll be really, really pretty. Once we plate that can go right on the plate. She did tell me what to do with the chocolate chips? Oh, uh-oh, what did she say to do? I didn't see that. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay. I got lost in the chat. Uh-oh. You know what? Making figures. Okay. I missed it. Okay. I can't see on my phone. My phone's not loading up. Like making figures? So I guess I can just stick them in. Okay. Maybe I'll try. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pop a cake out that seems like it's not gonna break. That's cooled off. When it cools, it shrinks a little bit, like it retracts. So, okay. So, I'm a little nervous. Oh, yeah, okay. It went right in my hand. Okay. So, I'm supposed to. Hi, Death Eater. How's it going? Good to see you again. We missed you last week. Yeah. Hope you're all geared up for the holidays. So, we just have this German Spatzle that's just heating up to our right. We made these pasta noodles by pressing the pasta batter through some little holes that were in my steaming rack. But some people use a cheese grater for that. Pass the batter through the holes into boiling water, and you get these really fun shapes. And we fried bacon, and yeah, we have this nice basil that's gonna go in the plating. And then we made 5 white cakes with chocolate chips, and we're supposed to make these. We're supposed to do something with these chocolate chips on top, like make some figures. Should I just pop them in? Almira might not be on anymore, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I can write the word Christmas with chocolate chips by just sticking it in the like semi-warm cake. Xmas. Some people don't like Xmas because they think, you should write out Christ, like Christ, but yeah, it won't fit if I do that. I don't know if I can do this. I'll try. Or should I just do... What other shape is conducive of the holidays? Like a tree. I can do a tree. And these chips are big. They're not small chips. I can do a tree or... bells. I can do a bell. A star! Why didn't I think of that? A star! Yes, okay. Because stars are always nice. Okay. Like a 5-pointed star. Because if I were to write Xmas, I'll probably get the font all screwed up and it won't be centered and everything. A star. Okay, can I pull off a star? I don't want it to look horrible. Okay. I don't know. But the cake isn't soft. Like the middle part's where it cracked, I can stick it through there, but the other parts are hard, or I just force it in there. Or I can use a chopstick and poke holes, and those become like placeholders, and I can stick the chocolate chip right in there. Yeah, a star is a good idea. Oh, hello, Mama Rage. How's it going? And welcome to Cook for Fun TV. Thanks for your suggestion. I just saw it right now because I was so... my eyes were looking at... were focused on the cake. Okay, a star would be good. Okay. Is it going to be like an outline of a star? Or... okay. Okay, I'll work with an outline, I think. I don't think I have enough chocolate chips to... like make a solid star unless it's really small. Okay, I'll start by using You know what? I can bring this to the front, maybe a bit more interesting, and move the camera too, because you get a weird view from the stovetop since the camera is angled rather than directly. It's not a direct aerial view. It's kind of an angled aerial view. It has been a year, Death Vader. So I met you on Christmas last year. Yeah. I wasn't cooking. I was just like I was saying hi because I felt like, oh, like as a streamer you have to keep up with your schedule. Even if it's Christmas. So I went online and I drank tea. I drank tea and I was talking, and the tea, Miss Death Vader asked if I was using a bong. It was it was a thermos that I got as a gift, and it was see-through, and I was showcasing the tea because the tea is a floral bloom tea. It looks like a circle, like a circular sphere. Once you put it in hot water, after 5 minutes, it blooms into a flower. So I thought maybe that's interesting for the stream to feature. So yes, so it's been a year. Okay, so a star. When I said the word star just now, I was thinking about that Christmas carol. Like goes a star shining in the night, that one. And I've been singing Christmas carols a lot in the home, like a lot, to Mr. Cooperfunds and Norman. And yesterday, Winston, our mascot, our dog, was upstairs with Mr. Cooperfund. I was on this floor, and I started singing "Oh Holy Night," and and I heard Winston howling, and I asked Mr. Cooperfund, "Is Winston howling?" He's like, "Yes." I'm like, what's he howling at? He's howling because he heard you sing, and I thought that's so cool. He was singing along. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this star. So. So this is one of the cakes I'm giving away. I can practice a star maybe on a cake that I'm not giving away. Just the one that's going to be shared by my parents and us. So if I break it, no hard feelings, but like I don't want to break one that I'm giving away. So Smitty's team is in first place. Awesome. Wow, your dogs are such champion racers. I can understand why the fellow competitors owner suggested that they were in a advanced like category, and that they need to let other dogs win too. Okay. So a star. Okay, this is a bigger cake. So I'll just use this chopstick to perforate to outline the star. I'll just like do these dots. You can't see. There's a lot of cracks already in the cake that it's probably not showing up very well for you. And I have to make it wide so you can see detail. This looks pretty bad what I'm doing. As long as I make holes for the chocolate chips to fit through. I already have a crack in the cake from when I was inverting it to put onto the cooling rack. Okay. Okay, you can't really see what I did. Oh, wow. An international champion. Wow. It sounds like your dogs are really, really competitive and that they might be actually famous. Wow. You must be a proud owner.
I'm putting chocolate chips at the tips of the star first, and then I'll work towards the center. I don't know if I'm going to end up putting chocolate chips on the other cakes that are going to go to recipients because I don't want it to look like, I don't want it to look bad. Yeah, so I'm just working towards the center. Thank you. This is a classic white cake recipe. Yeah. And I've made it twice before and really, really liked how it turned out. The last 2 times I made it, I steamed it in a springform pan. My mom really likes steamed cakes. Like she doesn't like, well, this cake isn't burnt, but often like cakes get too dry, like at least when I cook them. So, okay, I'm not getting much definition for each. It's not a very pointed star. Something's wrong. Okay, this doesn't go there. It doesn't go straight across. Okay, something is wrong. Yeah, this is right, okay. Maybe I need another, okay. I'll just continue on. I can move the chips, I guess. There's already a lot of holes in the cake. Yeah, this is supposed to be higher. I'm thinking about when you draw a star with like on paper, like that. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I have to shift some of these chips. Whoa, that doesn't look right. See, this goes higher. Might not be even. That doesn't look right, okay. Oh, you're hand mixing shortbread dough right now. Wow. I've never made shortbread at home. Yeah, is this something you've made before? Yeah. Shortbread's really, really good. We actually have some shortbread cookies that are dipped in chocolate as part of a Christmas cookie box that we bought. Okay, it looks a little bit off, the star. Something's a bit off. Okay. I'll make it higher. Maybe I'll do that. Make it higher. This part looks weird. This part. Yeah, like this looks okay. Okay. That's better. There's still something funny over there. Ooh, Parmesan savory shortbread. Ah. I've never had that before, but it sounds really good. Parmesan is really, really good. Are you making this for a party or just like a treat? Yeah, a home treat. There's our star. Up close. I can feel it now. I can feel it. Yeah. Now that we have like an outline of it, I can feel it. There was somebody I wanted to comment to. Mama, yes. So thanks for dropping a comment, and no problem for lurking. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to talk to people. Like I get to know a lot of you, and I know I've seen a lot of you before on the stream. So it's fun to return to familiar faces or familiar usernames, and see how you're doing and stuff. Like I like it when Death Vader provides updates on his dogs. Like they race. They're competitive racers, and they always win. And it's always fun to get updates from people in the community. There, it's actually looking like a star. I'm filling in the gaps in the outline. And they're not all sticking up, the chips. Like I'm just poking them in because the bottom parts of the chips are flat, and I sort of want them stuck or embedded somewhat into the cake so that it stays. Ah, okay. Everyone's got some favorite emojis they always use. I love using emojis, like when I text. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. And there's lots of emojis to pick from. There's lots of food emojis and like things when you want to congratulate someone. There's all kinds of stuff. It's just fun. There, we actually have a star. It's a little bit like uneven, but you know what? The jewelry store Tiffany & Co., their signature like star logo for some of their jewelry is a asymmetrical star. It's like a star that's not perfectly like even. So there we go. Hey, not bad. Not bad. Okay. I'm a bit nervous about doing the other ones. I might not because, yeah, it's not easy and it doesn't look professional. Like it looks so. This is good for my mother, and yeah, she'll enjoy that. Okay. All right. So a Christmas tree. Like with maybe 3 layers. I feel like it's easier to make a biscuit, a cookie, using a cookie cutter that's already shaped like a tree, and then like plopping that right on top of the cake, rather than like using my fingers to put the pieces and make a cake. Yeah. I'll think about it. Or maybe snowflake might have been easier than a star. I was actually looking for red and green chocolate chips. I couldn't find any. I didn't look hard enough though. Just my supermarket didn't have any. I could have went and looked for it. That would have been more like festive. That's okay. That's okay. I'm actually going to get some stickers from the dollar store. I'll get a parchment paper. I'll do like a nice fold it over it, and then I'll put a sticker on that. And it's sort of presentation, right? If it looks good, then after you open it, doesn't matter. You bite, you take the first bite. It looks like it doesn't matter anymore. So, oh, snowman could be easy. Yeah. Also, these are dome shaped. They're not. The surfaces aren't flat. So Yeah, it's like it's snowman. Ah, that would have been. Or you know what? A happy face, just eyes, nose, and a smile. That's okay. Oh, there's Winston. Do you see him? Hey, babe. You're looking for some yum-yums? Yeah, I'll give it some thought. Yeah, that's Winston. Hey. Okay. Okay, I'll turn it a bit just in case he's gonna walk back. That's why. Okay. Should I do more? Snowman. But if I do a snowman, I can't do the face inside the head because I won't have enough. Like the chips are too fat. Like I don't have enough space for like a face plus the body. Like I can just do the outline, the silhouette of a snowman. And then I might not have room for the stick arms. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. This star is good. Yeah, the star is good. And we're gonna serve. Yes, we're gonna serve. So let's get our signature cake plates down. I have to grab a chair to reach them. I mean, the star is kind of cute. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll think about it. For this stream, though, it's good. So I'll put the cake. Make sure you can see. I'll put the cake on this clear one. So I'm gonna use my hand. It actually cracked. The cake cracked when I took it off. Okay, there's your cake, and we're gonna put the Spatzle over here. You can turn it over like that. That's good. Okay. So I'm just behind you serving up some Spatzle. Right behind you. Grab a fork. Just 2 dots for eyes. Snowman eyes, maybe. Mini chocolate. Yeah, I don't have any mini. These are chipettes, but they're not small. I thought they were small because they're called chipettes rather than like chips, like chocolate chips. They're called. Oh, I guess the branding. It's trademarked chipettes, but it says milk chocolate chips. But like it didn't say actual size or anything. It didn't describe the diameter and the height. So I actually thought these were small. Yeah, so now I know for next time. Oh, this presentation isn't that nice. It's pretty boring looking. Maybe I need to stack these like bacon bits or bacon slices differently like that. I don't know. And we've got a lot of green going on because we have the green plate. Hey, Dingy Dim. How's it going? We're eating German Spatzle. Yeah, it's like a pasta that's made with flour, egg, nutmeg, white pepper, milk. So it's a heartier pasta. It's not just flour and water. It's like got egg in it and milk and nutmeg as well. So I don't know if that's good. Or maybe spread them. Put the green like right in the middle. It's not that attractive. You know what? I have another idea. Okay. I know I keep going back and forth. I'm going to put the Spatzle in a funnel and get this dome shape. I quite like doing that. I'm well, thank you. I'm so excited that the holidays are coming up. It's already the 10th, so in 2 weeks we get to open presents. Yeah. And I'll be picking up some used ornaments later. Yeah, in a few hours, so I'm excited. We just bought our Christmas tree this year. We got off Kijiji, and it's a 9-foot artificial tree that's pre-lit, and it's quite nice. We're really pleased with it, and we've been decorating it with Christmas cards, like by shoving Christmas cards between the branches. And we have a few ornaments from our smaller Christmas tree, like our 3-foot Christmas tree, but we've upgraded to 9 feet. So we are picking up. So I'm gonna get this funnel, fill it with a Spatzle, and then overturn it onto the plate so that we have a dome shape. Maybe just 2 leaves of basil for presentation. So I'm gonna try this first. Okay, so let's hope this doesn't just like collapse everywhere. I'm gonna see if we get a dome shape. I tried to pack it tight, but who knows? Let's see. Come on. Maybe use the back of a chopstick to like pack it tight. Okay, let's see. Ah, it's gonna fall. It's gonna fall. It's falling. It's falling. It's falling. Okay, but not bad. I'm pleased with that. We've got some bacon where the falling is happening to sort of hide that. We got a bit of like texture going on there. Then we have this basil. Stick that right there. So it looks more, it's got more texture than before when we plopped everything on. Sort of. Very awkward shape. It's not really, it's quite random looking, the shape, but there. Okay, so here's our, yeah, it still looks really random. You can eat it, sure. Here, take a big bite. You have a big vintage box. You have a big box of vintage ornaments and decorations, and your family always wants to use them all at once, and it's too much. It is fun though when you have, if there's like children, if you have like young children celebrating Christmas in your home, like, and decorating, they like doing that. They liked putting as many decorations on the tree as much as possible. Okay, so I think we are about to sample. So I'm going to take a photo of each one. And I'm also going to have some of that cake because I'm trying to think. Am I going to give that away? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many people do I have to give it to? 1, 2. I could give, you know what? I might, this is really, really tough because that means I won't give one to my mom. Okay. Okay. Since it's broken, I won't give this one away. There was sort of one person. I have something else for that person. I have cookies, so that's okay. All right. All right, so. Hey, that's a cute dragon emote. I like it. All right. So I'm gonna take a photo, a close-up of each of these dishes. Then I'm going to take a picture of all of you because I can see your chat. It's showing up in Streamlabs, so you're in the picture. So I'm gonna get you to smile soon. So here's a close-up of the Spatzle. It's pretty random looking because the Spatzle just falls. It doesn't hold any shape. So I don't know if it's typically served in a bowl or on a dish. All right, so I'm going to get into position with these cakes or with these dishes and get you to smile. Okay, so on the count of three, on the count of three, say Spatzle star cake. Spatzle star cake. Okay, so I've got brooms showing in the background. Okay, I'll try to angle it. I've got more greenery now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Spatzle star cake. Again, 1, 2, 3. Spatzle star cake. All right, time to try it. So should I start? Okay, I'll start with the Spatzle because it's supposed to be the warm dish. How you spell that? Yeah. I spelled it wrong. In the Twitch caption, I had a X. I was kind of doing it last minute, and then I got corrected. So I'm glad it's correct right now. Okay, so this was fried. This was firstly boiled, the pasta, and then it was tossed. It was tossed with the bacon and bacon fat. Yeah, I think if you don't. The vegetarian version would be butter and no bacon, but the recipe said that you could use bacon, so why not? Bacon's good. Okay, I'm trying this for the very first time ever. Okay. It's really good. So it tastes like gnocchi. But gnocchi is potato, but I can't really tell the difference that much. It tastes a lot like gnocchi. So it's like a chewy pasta, like it's a thicker, chewier pasta. It's got like a creamy kind of a like a soft, creamy, chewy texture at the same time. Very much like gnocchi because of the milk and the egg, so it's more fragrant than like semolina pasta because of the egg and the milk. There's nutmeg in here. I can't say I taste the nutmeg, but I'm sure it's just part of the overall taste. And with all the bacon fat that's in there, I do taste it. I do taste that meat flavor. I do taste it, so it helps. The bacon fat really helps. So it's chewy. It's kind of chewy like gummy bears as well. Like, and I guess gnocchi is like that. Just imagine gummy bears that aren't sweet. Like you're biting into it. It's chewy. What else can I describe it as? Like kind of gummy-ish, chewy. It is boiled dough. It's nice with the bacon. I would imagine that if you don't have the bacon and you used butter, it would be very, very good. But like, I do taste bacon, and I haven't even had any bacon yet. Have I ever made Linzer cookies? They're a Christmas classic in my book. I haven't. Linzer cookies. Okay, we'll see you later, Colonel Guga. Yep, enjoy your day. And thanks for reminding us about the weather in Russia, because when people in North America or other warmer countries complain, you ground us by letting us know that it's not that cold. Yeah, and thanks for all your cooking ideas and tips as usual. Yep, see you next time. Have a great day. Yeah. I would recommend making it with bacon for that flavor. With butter, it might come across as just butter Butter flavor is good, but I guess you would need lots of butter to make up for for not having bacon. But I can definitely taste bacon, and I haven't even eaten a piece of bacon. Very hearty, very chewy, gummy. Very tasty. Yeah. It's comfort food, and it wasn't hard to make at all. Yeah, so it's 1 cup of flour, a half teaspoon of salt, a pinch of white pepper, half teaspoon of nutmeg, 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of milk. Mix it up and put it through put it into boiling water, but you can get a grater. I used a steaming rack, which is currently soaked right now. Sorry, you can't see. Maybe you can see there. And squeeze it through the holes. Yeah. But I think you can also get a plastic bag. Like you can get a Ziploc bag and you can cut a hole and squeeze it out. Because the problem I had when I was using the steaming rack, it started cooking right on the rack. And so it was pretty difficult to work with. So I think you can use a plastic bag and squeeze out the batter and just have like longer noodles, or you can chop them as you're squeezing. That'll work too. I think you can have this with cheese. It would make a very, very good macaroni and cheese, or a Spatzle and cheese. It would be very, very good to have these nice chewy pasta pieces with cheese, or even pasta sauce. But yeah, it's nice on its own because the pasta itself has the egg flavor. It's got the egg milk in it, and it's very hearty. I'm getting a piece of bacon. Yum. Okay, and I'll cut some cake as well. Okay. I can definitely smell the vanilla from the cake. Okay, I'm gonna grab a butter knife. Okay, I'm just gonna use my fingers for this. Okay, I'm gonna cut. So part of it cracked already, so I'll start on this end. Okay, so here's the cake. So it rose. You can see it's spongy. Last time I made it, I steamed it. So we baked it this time. Okay, it definitely smells like vanilla. There is 8 teaspoons of vanilla among all 5 cakes. So that's a lot of vanilla. Each cake calls for 2 teaspoons. So that's quite a bit of vanilla. Yeah, okay. And I added chocolate chips in the batter too, so that's why they're at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to be giving out these to people, so they have to taste good. And the reason why my mother and I liked it when I made it the last 2 times is that it's not super sweet. So we cut the sugar in half, and the vanilla fragrance is quite strong. And yeah, it's very light. It's very light, soft cake, and it just goes well with a lot of things. It's very easy to consume, not too sweet, luxurious, or dense. Hey, Elmira. So this is what we did with the chocolate chips. We made a star. So I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but here we go. We made a star. So we're gonna take our first bite of this cake. How was your dinner and what did you cook? Mmm. Mmm. This is a nice classic cake recipe. I can really taste the butter, the eggs, and just a hint of that sweetness. I like the butter content in it. So we used 1 cake calls for ½ cup of butter. It's really, really, really nice. And 2 eggs, so very fragranty, and the vanilla. Good combination. Yeah. I haven't taken a bite of the chocolate yet, but I'm sure it goes well with it. Mmm. Mmm. Yummy. And I did grease the pans with margarine, so all the edge, the entire edge of the cake has more buttery flavor, which is always nice. Your message is getting checked. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you meant about the chocolate chips, but we did a star here. Yeah, but it's good. It's a nice classic recipe. Maybe one day I'll buy one of those cake slicers to create the different tiers of the cake and add the frosting in the middle. But it's flavorful enough. I quite like it. It's simple, it's easy, and it doesn't contain a lot of ingredients. It's acceptable for a lot of people's palates. I don't think anyone will find it too sweet, too anything. Yeah, it's quite good. Is it called a slicer? So I've seen it online where I think it's a circular shape and it helps you cut cakes so that you can have your layers and put frosting in between them. So rather than using a knife and cutting like through your cake and to create your layer, they actually sell these slicers to get it so that they're even, so that you don't have a crooked cut and have the frosting on an angle. I haven't seen one. I've just seen it online. And I haven't seen one used to see how effective it is. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah. And I watched another streamer who does a lot of cakes, and she spins it. Like, she has this kind of like a lazy Susan for the cake plate, and it spins while she's putting the frosting on. So that's pretty fancy. Oh, you use dental floss. Wow. That sounds really smart. Cool. I like DIY stuff. Like, I like not having to get extra gadgets and yeah, I really like hacking my own things. So that's a great idea, using dental floss. So I guess your cake, you had to just like scrape at it, right? You had to chisel away at the cake. That's neat. Floss works well. Interesting. Wow. Now I don't have an excuse not to make tiered cakes because I've got dental floss upstairs in my washroom. Shawarma. I love shawarma. Yeah. I like that garlicky sauce that gets added to the shawarma. Very, very tasty. Yeah. Same. I try to never buy a one-use product. Yeah. No unitaskers in my kitchen either. Yeah. I mean, I do still have stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's so easy to clutter up your kitchen. Our coffee machine is in the dining room because we just need the counter space to spread out when we're cooking. Even this KitchenAid, that mixer that we had, is quite a uh, divulgence or whatever. Is that the right word? Yeah, I didn't grow up using that. My mom used a hand mixer, electric hand mixer. It was small, yeah. You wrap it around and cross the ends, and you pull, and it closes around the whole cake like it's squeezing, but the floss cuts right there. Okay, I'll have to look at a video on that. Yeah, I'm not big on frosting because I'm not so into very, very sweet things. That's why I cut the sugar in half for this recipe. But whipped cream is nice, so I will ease into doing tiered cakes with frosting. I'll see, or maybe I can do like a black forest with cherry jello instead of cherries, and do like a less sweet sort of a filling for that to go in between the layers. I can try that. Okay. Because whipped cream cheese. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, that's good. Because you know what? A cake is actually no big deal. It's just a cake. Like it's just batter. It's just eggs, flour, milk, and baking powder. Like it's not a big deal. But once you decorate it and you put all the frosting on it, you have your layers and you whatever, it just becomes magic. Like everyone's like, it looks so good, but it's just cake and frosting and decorations. And that's why they sell for a premium. Like, yeah, wedding cakes are really expensive, and birthday cakes and stuff. It's really made with very, very cheap ingredients. But we all fall for it. We all go wow when we see a decorated cake. So I should produce one of these things and wow people. Like, here. Lemon curd, yum. I'm gonna look that up. I like the thought of a light lemon, like whipped cream frosting. That sounds really good. Like I just can't do, I can't do super sweet. Like I could, but it's just, I don't eat it all. Like I scrape some of it away. I try to, but overall it's pretty heavy. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take my last bite. I'm gonna look for Mr. Winston, yeah. Let's see if he comes. Yeah, cream is only as sweet as you make it. So, I hear the paw steps. The nails. Okay, he knows I'm gonna pick him up and he's gonna try to run from me because that's his habit. Like, are you hungry? Yeah, I wanna give you some treats. You hungry, huh? Yeah, here. Oh, you're walking away from me. Okay. You know what? I'll get him to come on screen. I don't know if I can pick him up because he's quite. Here. Hey, go. Get your treat. He won't come. He knows I'm gonna pick him up. Come on. Here, eat it. He knows I'm gonna pick him up. That's why. As he runs away. Yummy, eh? You want more? Yeah. He does, and he comes right back. Yeah. You like getting picked up. There's some num-nums on the counter. What is it? Huh? You won't let me pick you up. Your tail is wagging. You want to get picked up. your tail is wagging. I know, you're just... All right, oh, I'll move the camera. Okay. Yeah, dogs are really, really smart. Okay. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in today. The Cook for Fun stream. We had fun making German Spatzle. Thanks to Elmira for that viewer request. First time ever making and even trying this recipe. And I think for some of you as well. Yeah, so this is a German classic dumpling dish. Very easy to make too. And I made classic white cake. We made 5 of these cakes. I'll be delivering these to people tomorrow, along with a Christmas card, and I'm going to wrap it with parchment paper and put a sticker on it. So, and a gift bag. So, it's a nice. It's a pretty easy cake to make. It tastes good. Yeah, so try it out yourself. Thanks for all your tips on today's in today's chat. You helped me a lot with some of the things that I was unsure of. And keep your requests coming. And we'll see you next week. So, without further ado, enjoy your weekend. Bye. Woof, woof, woof. Have a great day. Ciao. Bye.